Hello everybody and welcome to Slay the Spire, playing as the Defect on Ascension 4. This is Act 2 where we're going to be facing off against Bronze Automaton. Act 1 was very streamlined, quite literally. Meow gave us Rebound as a transform from one of our strikes. Floor 1 offered us Streamline, Floor 2 offered us Hologram, so just like that a deck was born. We tried to keep the deck thin from that point, so this was here for card draw as well as giving us a Frost Orb, and I'm glad we did because that made this a possibility. This is a card I kind of overlooked before, and the night before I started this run, I actually saw a Baylor run where he was using it to great effect. So with the plus and these two cards here, Fission could very easily be 0 energy, deal 8 damage, gain 5 block, gain 2 energy, draw 2 cards. That is very powerful. That's why it exhausts. So powerful, in fact, that if we can find a spoon, I think it's worth investing in. And then, of course, Seek to draw whatever to help smooth out the process. At the boss, we took Runic Pyramid. So I think the focus this act should be removing cards and also upgrading this to 0. And probably even this too, just so that we can get them out of hand relatively easily. We have the Strike Dummy, making our remaining strikes actually quite potent, along with Vajra. So these are now 1 energy, deal 10 damage, and then we also have Rebound and Streamline. We only have 4 attacks, can you believe that? We have the Tori for survivability, and then we have a couple of energy relics which should help smooth over the awkwardness of the Runic Pyramid. So mostly I'm going to be looking for stores here. So this is the only path that gives us 2 stores. We get 1, so we upgrade Zap there. Second card remove into Burning Elite, which could be a little bit of a problem. And second Elite. Alternatively, we have this store, which has a lot of hallway fights. Elite, Campfire, Elite, Campfire. A lot of hallway fights. Or so alternatively, we could miss out on a lot of the hallway fights by taking 1 fewer Campfire. Or if we took this route, we can then just proceed. I would call this like a normal route. But I really want to focus on the card remove, so let's take the route with 2 shops and save our money primarily for that. Okay, so this is a really nice start because Cool Headed makes the Fission all that it can be. We will seek for the Streamline and play it. Okay, so now let's look here. 6 cards in deck. Streamline. If I Fission, I'll get 2, draw 2, so this will be 4, which means next time gets shuffled. We'll have 2 energy, this will cost 1, we hologram it, and then we won't be able to rebound and play it, and the deck gets shuffled. So let's actually end the turn here. We can do all that next turn, and since the deck's not being shuffled, that's preserved for us. So we'll have 5 energy to do basically what's going to require us to do 1, 2, 3, and then also we could use it to draw it. That seems really good. So this gives us 5 block. He's just attacking for 11. Now we can rebound Streamline. This gives us 5 block, so already we're at full block just about. Which doesn't matter because he's just dead. That was fun. Entropic Brew. 3 potions in 1. Well, Leap is definitely better than a Defend, but I want to pull some of the Defends out. In the last run, we saw where the block situation was a little awkward at first, and then we started doing orb stuff, and it all just kind of clicked. So I kind of have faith that something like that might be worthwhile. Alright, so let's remove a Defend. I don't think we need the AoE. And in fact, if we want to rely on our orbs for block, we need to favor Frost Orbs. I could see Charge Battery being helpful, especially the energy with the Runic Pyramid, but really I'm trying to shrink the deck size down. I think Dark Shackles fits the role a whole lot better. It's 0 cost, it exhausts, and it's better than a block, especially against a multi-attacker. So that seems really good. No. We only have 2 strikes and we like them. They're good. Aw. Alright, so we lose a good chunk of health. No bueno. Okay, I think like before I'm going to seek for Cool-Headed, because this is just a great way to get started here. Even better when we got Rebound Streamline, because now we can fission draw it. Costs 1. So we have the 5 block there, 5 block here. Tori means we take 1 only. I'll heal off of it, but not too worried about that. Now we'll draw a hologram for sure. So we can do that, and that, and then the strikes just take us home. Very nice. Steam Barrier Plus. Now there's a block card I can get behind. 0 cost. That fits with the pyramid very nicely. Speaking of 0 cost, let's hit the Zap. So we can play that every turn. Because there was at least one situation earlier where we needed to cast the Fission, and it would have been nice to throw the Zap in there, because then the Zap is 0, deal 8 damage with Fission. Alright, same as before. Cool-Headed to up and power the Fission. We did find the Streamline. Very good. Zap is free now. Perfect. So we do this, and we do this, which is 5 block. And then we do this, looking for the card that puts it back. I forget. Rebound. Yeah. Found it. So we rebound, Streamline. Can't quite kill him. So we got to come up with 14 block. But look at this. We do have 13. Good enough. Wow, that was a good turn. Yeah, Fission's a bad card. And then the Streamline, which we knew was there, is just lethal. Cool. If you were plus, probably. I don't know. Card draw, it's always a little awkward when I play with the Runic Pyramid. But partially because I don't know what I'm doing. I've learned since then, that's why I'm favoring these card removes. Could go with Claw. Hadn't even considered it. Maw Bank on the floor after a store. That's incredible. I always get it on the floor just before. Seriously. You would not believe how many times I've picked up a Maw Bank and then the very next floor. Well, this is awkward. Alright. Splash some 8 damage somewhere. That's not a bad hit. Ugh. Well, it is very important to me that we don't get weakened. What a waste. That was a really bad turn. Well, this isn't easy. You know what? Let's do this. Yeah, that way, because sometimes I wonder, do I have the room in hand to draw, or like Blade Dance? So I think I'm going to play like this from now on. Make these kind of decisions easier. This is 0, so I'm just going to play it. It kind of mitigates everything we have to do there. In fact, Cool-Headed gives us enough block, or almost enough. So we do that. Gotta drop the Streamline. It's not enough to kill him, but it softens him up. The deck's getting reshuffled, and that's unfortunate. But we might get the Cool-Headed back, or just find it, or something. I don't know. And it's nice knowing, just looking at the hand here. I could have played the Steam Barrier, I suppose, just to get the full block. Hey, Seek. Very nice. Okay, so this is free. We Streamline. Hologram the Streamline. Rebound Streamline. And the cool-headed's back now, right? Yeah. So we'll go for that. Which brings us the Streamline. And also gave us some block, incidentally, but that's not particularly important here. We're very near like an infinite state here. This is 8 damage. Unfortunately, cool-headed. The rebound. Oh, okay. I will rebound Streamline rather than hologram because we might need the attack or the block next turn. Yeah, we're almost near an infinite state here. Not energy-wise, but like, okay, pseudo-infinite. And usually when I say pseudo-infinite, it means that we can play whatever cards we want every turn. Alright, so Streamline, hologram the Streamline, rebound Streamline. Alright, I'm in the groove. I think I understand how this deck plays. Data Disc! Okay, more encouragement to lean into Frost Orb. Blocking capabilities. Attack Potion. If you were 0, I would take you. I would take you. I would. Alright, we survived with having taken, I think, 1 damage. We had 1 turn where he was shackled. And he attacked us for 3. Oh, you are so sweet. So sweet. I think I'll go with the defend over strike. Those strikes are nice little splash damage here and there, and most of our survivability. Okay, these guys might make me eat my words. But we have a good start here. We have the cool-headed. Zap especially, very nice. I think I'm going to go for this guy first because of the wounds. So we hit here, hologram for it back. Now we're going to fission, looking for a rebound. Did not find it, so we make it happen. And we actually need this extra damage to kill him this turn with this Streamline. Now it's on top. Good. So now we're taking 27 damage. Now we're taking 18. We have 19 block. Is that sweet or what? That was a great turn 1. We didn't even have to drink a potion. Whew. And we have lethal for the red. Slaver coming up. Rebound. Okay. We'll do it that way. No problem. Alright. We need 8 block. I'm going to hold on to the steam barrier because Tori says this is the same. Or this is only 1 damage. Nah, there's no reason to at this point. It would only be for the purity of the deck flow, but since it says 5, that's not actually going to interfere with the deck flow at this point. Alright, so Streamline, that's free. Streamline. There we go, we were weakened. That's the only reason it took. Horn Cleat improves our survivability while we're getting rid of defense. I like it. Compile Driver. I like the card, but after the fission, we're having a hard time repopulating our orb slots. So I don't know that that's a safe pick just yet. We need a little bit more, preferably Frost Orb. Okay, it's Snecko Jerk. Okay, that's okay. What we can do is rebound Streamline, fission, seek for, I guess, hologram. Alright, so we're all set up here. I'll strike. No, I have to hologram, don't I? Okay. And I'll go ahead and do that so that it might come back around, might not. Okay, we have 14 block. We can only manage 26. I think it's worth it though. With the Tori, we're basically taking 1. In fact, we can just do this to get rid of that, or to prevent it. I'm okay with taking 1, but at this point, yeah, see, we have the means to just close things out quickly. So, my prayers have been answered. We did get a plus. We did get a Frost Orb. We did get increased card draw. This is everything that we were looking for right now, I think. And the funny thing is, now that we have this, this becomes better. More reliable, I would say. Okay. Well. Cold Snap. Cold Snap makes Fission actually viable this turn. I'm just going to throw away the Dark Shackles. It can't influence this fight, so there's no point in keeping it in the hand, and thus by cluttering math stuff. 1721, not lethal. So put the Cold Snap here. Fission. Wow. That did not go according to plan. The good news is we're guaranteed to either draw Streamline or Seek or Cool Headed next turn. The problem is that we don't have the energy to support all that. We got to do what we can right now. So I should have put the... Yeah, I was kind of counting my chickens before they hatched. Gotta do something to simplify this equation. We do have Horncleat coming up, and this thing attacks for 11. So if we can eliminate him, it's just good. Seek. Yeah. I'm just gonna take this guy out. Simplifies the rest of the fight. Gets the Streamlined discounted, and now the deck's about to shuffle, and we have Seek in hand, so I should be able to carry it from here. No issues. Hang about. Alright, we gotta do a little bit of focusing on... Alright, so I'm actually gonna Seek for Zap, just because it's all free. Alright, so that simplifies things. We should focus on blocking, because the Streamline's inevitable. In fact, this actually gives us 5 block. This gives us... Oh, we're frail. All the more reason to rely on orbs for block. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, we're going to make it, aren't we? So maybe we focus on this. Oh, we're already here. We're already here. Okay. Alright. I didn't have to do the steam barrier thing. This is fine, though. Tori's got our back. Alright, I almost missed that. That's fine. Rebound. Very pleased to see that. So bang. Yeah, I didn't even need it though. Okay, good. Alright, a little awkward there, but I made it. Consume would definitely assist in the relying on Frost Orbs for block. It also improves our Evoke, which we are about to hit a fire to make this 0. We're going to be playing these for the card draw fairly frequently, so we're going to be flying through orbs compared to the start of the act, even after a fission. So I think I like the consume here. As for compile driver, I said I would take it after this, but we're already finding that our hand stays fairly full. We have plenty to do. So I'm not sure that that's the play. But this consume is interesting. My only trepidation, obviously, is with the runic pyramid. We don't have like a capacitor or anything. So it's just like a one-off and then it rots in our hand indefinitely. But it could be argued the opposite. Like, this is our approach until we have more orb slots. And this means that it's not cycling through the deck, killing one of our draws every single turn. So, different ways of looking at it, I suppose. But I think it's fits with what we're trying, the direction we're heading at this point. It's just a matter of can we achieve it. Let's find out. Bronze Automaton will be a fine test of that. In fact, it could even be argued, I've heard it said that, by Jorbs I think it was, that the Act 2 boss is the point in time in which not having scaling is unacceptable. I don't know that we could count our Streamline shenanigans as scaling. It is pretty high output, but this helps to some extent by making our lightning orbs stronger. Alright, to that end, we have very little... oh, wait. I have a draw potion here. Let's do... oh, that's better. That's better. That is way better. Okay. Alright, so let's zap. Streamline. Hologram to bring the Streamline back. We don't want to play it before rebound. We consume, so now when we fission, these will output more damage. Now we have 2, and look at that. Perfect setup. Very nice turn 1. Thank you, Draw Potion. That was very nice of you. I appreciate that. Oh, I was so excited that we drew this, and then I forgot about the artifact. Psych! Alright. Well, it's the Horncleat turn, so we don't have to spend any mind on block. We can if it gets convenient. In fact, we have to because we're going to be making some orbs. It occurs to me that Streamline times 2 plus the rebound of 10 is perfect here. So I'm going to do that. We'll do this, and then Cool-Headed to shuffle the deck. Zap is free. We will Cool-Headed again, because whichever component we don't draw off of this, we can use Seek. Okay, we got the rebound. So we will Seek specifically for Streamline, which costs 0 now, which actually leaves us with an extra damage. Or energy? No, it doesn't. I don't know why I thought it did. But I will go ahead and evoke here. It's Frost Orbs we need to keep around. So this is fine. It's going to get evoked anyways as we push orbs through. This way we get double and we have 5 in hand. I think it's going to be... oh, you dog. You took the hologram. Alright, well we're just going to have to rebound, Streamline, Cool-Headed or something. Yeah, like that. You can't stop us. You can't find us. We're underground, baby. Zap is free. And if we Cool-Headed, we might find stuff, and now we can dual cast as well. And replace. So that's good enough. Could have played the Steam Barrier there, but the deck is getting shuffled, and we might actually use it for block when it's Hyper Beam time. Alright. So, Streamline, Hologram is 5 block. Streamline, or excuse me, Rebound, Streamline. Cool-Headed is 5 block. Bang. So we have 18 block for 24. Not good enough. We will do that. And I'll go ahead and throw on the seasoning. We're almost at like a pseudo infinite here. For clarification's sake, when I say pseudo infinite, I'm referring to the ability to play all the cards that you want every single turn. So that's free. Play that, hologram it back. And the nice thing is Rebound and Hologram don't have to go for Streamline. They're just generally good. Oh, whoops, I'm so busy jabbering. I meant to do this first because I knew there was a chance, or actually with two, guaranteed. I was too busy jabbering about how these are good cards on their own. Yeah, I wanted to cool-headed once, Rebound, and then cool-headed again. We wouldn't have had the energy for it, I now realize, but still. So let's go ahead and do this and this. So I broke the rhythm, bragging about how good the rhythm was. He's just dead. He won't even get a chance to Hyper Beam us, though, so I guess if I was going to pick a time to screw up, that was a good one. Right. Streamline, you get the death blow. Whew, this deck is amazing. I don't know. That second fission makes sense. I don't know. With the second cool-headed, we can restock. It's weird, right? Like the second fission would be present in the first pass of the deck, but wouldn't be useful until the second. The fact that it gives us free energy is actually pretty nice. I do like that. The card draw and the energy to help get us started. I could see it. I could see it. Evoking the orbs that are stronger. Oh yeah. With the consume, not so much, right? Like it didn't even occur to me when I took the consume the way it impacts fission. Luckily, this does exhaust, so I do think that's reason enough not to take a second. If it weren't for that, I do think a second one would be fairly tantalizing. As for bias cognition, we are leaning into a frost orb block type situation. We're drawing cards, pushing the orbs through. This will be 0 cost. Normally 0 cost 10 with the data disc, 0 cost 11, 0 cost, or excuse me, 10. It's doubled, so 12 with the data disc. 16, 0 cost 16 block with the consume. So yeah, the problem is we're not closing the fights out quite fast enough that I think that biased cognition's downside doesn't bite us in the butt before long. It's ironic because if we had Core Surge already, I'd be happy to take the biased cognition because with the Runic Pyramid it'd be very easy to time the exhaust with biased cognition. Which leaves us with Core Surge, and as we know, Artifact is just good, and I was just mentioning how our output's not quite good enough, and this is a fairly good exchange for one, exhausts, so I'll take the Core Surge here. An argument could be made for just not taking anything, because we have like a pseudo-infinite, but taking a card that actually exhausts, I don't know how badly that interferes. I guess with initial setup, and 11 for 1's really no better than 10 for 1 here, 10 for 1 here. So it really comes down to how badly would we want the artifact. We are a little more dependent on attack than the average defect build with the regurgitated Streamline. So weakness, as we saw in the Slavers fight, does cramp our style. But so could adding a card to such a thin deck that has such a great end piece. I don't know. It's a tough call. I think of the three, it fits best. It could also be said that this, being a power, getting out of the way of the rest of the deck. And with all the orbs we're pushing through, it could be argued that this will just make stronger lightning orbs, so that'll end the fight faster, give us more survivability in the meantime. I'm almost convincing myself to go the other route. If it was Act 1, yeah, because I could say, oh, we'll close it out and stuff. Now I'm not so sure, so it's either Core Surge or skip. That pseudo infinite's got me. I mean, we could focus on card removal in the next act as well. Alright. Alright, enough stalling. Let's just pick something. Even if it's skipped. Whoa! This makes consume replayable. Now I'm glad I didn't take the biased cognition and tried to make it work, because we don't need it. We have this. It's better. And in the meantime, we can just hold more orbs so that the focus. Wow. Yeah, we could like consume every other turn or something. Wow, I'm looking forward to playing with that. Alright, so that's going to do it for Act 2. Thank you guys very much for joining me. I hope it was enjoyable for you. Please let me know any feedback you have regarding the deck down below, and I will see you guys in the next act. Take care.